So left hand one, we sort of showcase your grip from before, and this is something I think you tend to sort of fall into a habit of, where this angle comes in too much for me. Okay, I want to ideally see that to be a little bit more on that yellow line there with where your hands are, because your grip's going to get slightly weak there now. Okay, if we look at where your left hand, and you get positioned here now, hang on, there you go. So your left hand there now is getting a little bit more, could go, if I'm being honest, a little bit further forward. That's with a short, that I think was with a, yeah, it's definitely got more loft on that one there. So in theory, that hand should be a little bit more that way slightly. So try and build that into your sequence, where you put the golf club down first, you put it there, you grip it, and then you set up. So that lead hand is a little bit more towards your lead thigh there. And then from that position there now, because when you come back to impact, that hip turn is really good, yeah? You're not swaying your head. If I'm being honest, he's rolling a little bit, so a bit more roll than we want. So we are turning our hip better, but it's still kind of that way as opposed to that way. So the foot's sort of not quite staying as stable yet, which obviously will affect you on sloping lies, as I'm sure you're aware. So not flat, but at least the hip turn there, you're making a full backswing. As you come back to the golf ball, how your hands are there, okay, that's a good position, okay? But if you've started off with your hands too far back here, when you push them forward, unless you do that with your left wrist, which very few people can, and just it's not the most comfortable move to kind of get your left wrist to prone it that way. If you've had your hands here and you push the hands forward, that face is open. And once that ball has a tendency then to curve this way, you will do whatever you can. You'll sort of put your hands back behind the golf ball, you'll swing it left somewhere, or you'll flick your hands at it and hope for the best. Yeah. And then, as you said it, then you start losing confidence, because all you're trying to do now is, rather than actually fix the fault, which is club face and the grip, you're now trying to cover up that fault with something else. Yeah. How your body works. Then the hip turn now is going out the window, because you think, well, I can't turn it back. If I do this, it's going to go further right, so sod it. I'll go back here and try swing it left. You thin it, you fat it, it goes all over the place. Yeah. And then just the big downhill. So like I say, this sort of time of year now, you're going to probably be playing a bit less anyway, because obviously the weather's going to be going, well, it's nice today to be fair, but going for the next sort of 3 or 4 months, you're not going to be spending as much time hitting as many golf balls on the course. You're going to be on the range. Hope you're putting some time in with this game to get that hip movement better. And in some, as I said, then it just builds your confidence back up. Confidence, though, takes a while to build up. Yeah, like a balloon. Yeah, it takes a while to kind of pump up, a split second to pop it. Yeah, and once you had a bad shot, mentally, I think when we play golf, we are quite fragile. We start off on the first tee, perfect. Yeah, sun is out, you're with your mates or mate, feeling good. You practice. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day today. First tee shot, he's all right. Decision on the second shot. I think as we talk through this, the decision on the second shot cost you a good outcome. Yeah. You then chip it out. You're now pissed off. You then dunch it in the bunker. You then thin it across the green. You've just gone. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. But then you said you fatted your second shot. So then you're in the bunker now. I think, oh, I don't want to fat it, which you actually do want to fat it because you went at the sand first. But you fatted the last one. So what's your brain say? Well, I'll take a little bit less fat on this next one. Now you thin it. Then you cross the back of the green. Well, now you can put your gun in here then. And then now with the tension levels going through the roof, the ability for that to move, for the ability for them to control this down here, are gone. And now you're just basically swinging a stick around your head like a dizzy drunk. So what the hell's going to happen? It might get back. And again, you let some reasonable shots in there because you can. But as I say, once you're gone, it's going to be tough to come back. And so try and get in that situation where you're more disciplined with your thought process before the shot. Think, hang on, is a 5-iron a good option from here? Looking back now, hopefully you've learned from that mistake. The mistake now be to do it again next time you play golf, yeah? Don't go like, oh, I've done it again, yeah? If you're down that right hand, which is a good spot to come in from, to be fair, it's not a 5-iron. Even if you can, it's 190, it's probably like a 7-iron for you, because you're de-lofting anyway, because you're on a slope that's quite severe, yeah? Make sense, buddy?
Yeah.
Good.